Yo yo yo, it's your favorite anime slash manga enjoyer Shields here, and One Piece chapter 1055 is officially here. And coming off the hype of last chapter, I gotta say that this chapter right here, 1055, definitely delivered for me and checked all the boxes again. So I'll be getting into that in this video, but there's a lot to unpack here. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Spoilers, obviously.
So I want to begin this review with the massive lore dump that goes down in this chapter. As we continue going down in the depths of Wano with Robin and Sukiyaki, we learn that Law has actually been following this whole time, and it was curious as to where the two went off to and decided to follow. So just a side note here if you're wondering, I am a Robin / Frankie shipper. So yeah, this one hurt. This hurt. Law needs to get out of here. He needs to go. But anyway, upon walking down, they see that the old Wano from about 800 years ago is still perfectly preserved deep under rainwater that has accumulated over hundreds of years. We learn that the settlers in this ancient Wano eventually had to relocate up to the top of Mount Fuji, which is now the current Wano we all know and love. So just a fun fact, but this Wano that is all underwater is actually the Wano that Ryuma lived in. So really interesting how Oda brought that back up. But anyway, after reaching the Lode Poneglyph, Sukiyaki reveals that just a bit further beneath them, the ancient weapon Pluton slumbers. However, in order to retrieve Pluton, you must remove the walls that surround Wano, meaning that opening the country literally means unleashing an ancient weapon loose on the world. So this reveal ties right back into Momo's decision of keeping Wano closed. This decision confused the fandom and me as well at first, but completely makes sense now as Pluton could literally destroy the world, and I don't think Momonosuke wants to deal with that responsibility. So remember how Big Mom and Kaido were both launched down to the depths of Wano in that magma pit? I believe that they can survive in that magma. I mean, Big Mom carries a mini sun with her at all times, and Kaido can turn into a magma dragon, but they are devil fruit users, which means that they can't swim in liquids like that. So they're probably just floating there, burning a little bit, getting a little bit of damage. But this is where I think that the ancient weapon Pluton is actually going to awaken from its long slumber and carry Big Mom and Kaido out of there. I'm not going to put all my money down on this theory, but it's just a really cool thought to think of like a half-skeletal zombie Big Mom and Kaido flying around on an ancient weapon. I don't know, just some food for thought. The Fire Festival is still ongoing, as we get to see some of the Straw Hats enjoying the festivities. At the same time, the fight against Green Bull continues, with Momo leading the charge in his dragon form. So as I mentioned in my last chapter review, I figured Momo still had a very long way to go in his dragon form. However, this chapter proved me wrong. Well, slightly. Momo is now fully capable of doing a blast breath. However, the one downside is his aim is very off. Yet, he's still able to hit Green Bull. This pisses Green Bull off, and we learn that the Forest Fruit actually has the power to let him regrow into a new body. Kinda just like Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. However, after regrowing into a new, stronger body, he is quickly zapped out of it, solely by Shanks fucking Conquers Haki. Yes, you heard me right. Shanks, miles away on the Red Forest, leans on the side of the boat and unleashes a Conqueror's Haki wave directly at Green Bull on Wano. This wave of Conqueror's Haki freaks Green Bull out so much that he literally just stands there like a tree in base form, begging Shanks not to do anything to him. Shanks lets him off with a warning, and Green Bull makes his escape off Wano to the delight of the Red Scabbards, Momo, and Yamato. Now this sequence with Shanks just revealed two major things to us about him. We learn here that Shanks not only can use his Conqueror's Haki at completely broken ranges, but can also use his Haki to channel his voice, almost like the voice of all things, to speak to other people. He does this to Green Bull when letting him off with a warning. Now this is absolutely huge. After literally a decade, we finally are getting a look into what Shanks' powers actually are. And currently, right now, the way Shanks is being portrayed, I'm just going to come out and say, I'm in the camp that believes Shanks has no devil fruit power. Yep, that's right, I believe just like Roger, he has no devil fruit to help him fight and only uses raw Haki power. I could be proven wrong, but I genuinely think Shanks is the Ging Freaks of Haki right now in the One Piece universe. After his power display with Green Bull, we get hands down one of the best pages in Wano to date. I mean, just look at this page. Look at this freaking page. When I saw this page, I lost my mind. Luffy and his monster trio. Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, and Jinbei, all in one panel together. I mean, that should be criminal. The Conqueror's Haki that exudes from this panel, I could feel it as I was reading it and had to look away at some points. I was like foaming from the mouth. I couldn't take it. I literally could not handle it whatsoever. And with that being said, I gotta say that this chapter literally checked all the boxes for me again. We got a massive lore reveal. We got more time with Shanks and actually looks into his powers. And on top of that, we get one of the best panels and pages in Wano, which is the monster trio and Luffy just chilling on a cliffside. And it's actually revealed here that they were watching the fight with Green Bull take place this whole time and could have intervened whenever they wanted to, but decided to let Momo and the Red Scabbards handle it. So shout outs to the Straw Hat crew, because they did their part and they don't need to do any more. So with that being said, I will see you guys next chapter. It's bound to be a great one. I mean, whew. Thank you, Oda, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.